What's up, guys, and welcome back to Rising Thrills. Today we're back here at Six Flags Great Adventure in Jackson, New Jersey. Today is November the 30th. Of course, since my last visit, the big elephant in the room, Green Lantern and Caw have permanently closed. And of course, today is Holiday in the Park. I think this is the second weekend that Holiday in the Park has operated this year. So the park is open till 8, so we should probably have some fun, try to get on some rides, look around at the lights, and definitely get some good food. But overall, have a fun day here today. Like I said earlier, Green Lantern and King the Caw permanently closed. I mean, either way, they probably wouldn't be open for Holiday in the Park, but they did permanently close this year. So I never got to ride Green Lantern. You know, some people don't like it, some people do like it, I don't know. And King the Caw I've only got on once, so whatever, it is what it is. But going forward, I probably should try to come to parks more often. But yeah, let's get in the park. So the park doesn't look too busy, just judging from the parking lot, even though it is technically Thanksgiving weekend. But I guess because of the cool temperatures, I guess just expect normal attendance, you know, not super crowded, but at the same time a little crowded because it is Thanksgiving weekend. Okay, guys, since my last visit, the entrance has changed. It's where the ticketing booths used to be, and now they have this planter here with all the Looney Tunes characters where the entrance used to be. Okay, guys, I just finished at Granny's and I got the holiday feast. I got the meatloaf, green beans, and mashed potato. It was pretty good. The mashed potatoes were good. The green beans weren't the best, and the meatloaf was okay. I think other options probably would be better for the holiday feast, but overall, I think the holiday feast is a pretty good meal, and it's probably the best thing you're gonna get here for Holiday in the Park, at least. And yeah, I think I'd recommend it. But now let's get on to some rides. Okay, guys, now we're getting on Nitro, so yeah, let's get on it. Okay, guys, I just got off of Nitro, and that ride just made me think that this ride and Pandemonium are very close in terms of, you know, if you're comparing them. They have similar amount of airtime, and they're pretty close, and it's hard to decide which is better. Rides that I've had previously were better than this one, but this one just made me think that, you know, I think Pandemonium is just as good as this ride. Not to say this ride is bad, but they're pretty equally yoked. Okay, guys, now I'm going to go on Jersey Devil, so let's get on it. Okay, guys, I just got off of Jersey Devil, and I did two rides. The first ride, it was a third from the back, and I really didn't get much force, or there wasn't much airtime at all. But the second time I went in the front, and it was what I expected. So yeah, definitely it's better to ride this ride in the front compared to the back. You just don't get as much airtime, not as much, you know, forces. And even when I was in the front, actually, in the middle of the ride, the restraint came down a little bit, and it worked its way back towards my thighs, so it became thigh crush. So yeah, this is a fun ride. It's definitely a ride that, you know, the weather can, you know, make it less forceful, or, you know, there's just a lot of variables with this ride that it can be different every ride. We're entering Gotham City Park because it's time to get on Batman the Ride. Okay, guys, I just got off of Batman, and that was a pretty good ride of Batman. Probably one of the best rides I've had. For a second there, I think my vision wasn't at 100% brightness. So I guess I kind of grayed out. Not quite grayed out. On the first 0G turn, my vision went a little gray for a second there. Not meaning I don't remember it, but it just I wasn't seeing 100%. but then it just went away after a second. So it shows that it was pretty intense, and the cold definitely added to the intensity of it. So yeah, I think I like Batman a little more now after that ride. But still, inverts aren't my favorite coaster model. I just don't really like them.
Song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. In the cold North Pole after Christmas flight, and a worldwide trip and a reindeer flight. Sat tired Santa Claus in his brown leather chair, in his old cottage house, in his red underwear. Just back from his travels where he left handmade toys to be opened by all the good girls and boys.
3, 2, 1. The Chinese Yum-Yum. Yes! Nailed it! No, just kidding. Hey, please welcome to the stage my esteemed colleague. Give him a round of applause. Miss Joyce, everybody!
Okay guys, we came back to Granny's for the second meal. So we got the sliced turkey breast, mashed potatoes, and carrots. And earlier we went to some of the shows around the park. I didn't record all of it, just to give you guys a sample, and especially the shows where they do tricks. I think they're pretty good shows. They have some pretty good tricks. Of course, we went to the story time with Mrs. Claus. Obviously, it's for younger people, but it's fine. You know, they have some singing and some story reading. So that's a good thing to go to, and the trick shows are good too. But I'll probably go to some of the other shows later on in the day as well. Okay guys, I just got off of 2 consecutive rides on the Joker, and the first ride I got 2.5 flips. It was an okay ride. The second ride, I don't even know how many flips I got. I think I got like 1 flip, and then 10 times it was like a half a flip. So we went upside down, but then we came back the other way. We didn't do a full flip. So I'm getting to understand why a lot of enthusiasts don't really like this ride and other 40 free spins. Because I used to think that, oh, these 40 free spins, they're okay, and I didn't get why other enthusiasts, you know, hated on them. But I kind of get why some enthusiasts don't like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy this ride, but it is definitely a lot, and it's just not the best ride ever. Okay guys, since I last updated you, I had to charge my camera a little bit, and I went on Jersey Devil once. I got a night ride, and yeah, it was a pretty fun ride. Just my same thoughts from earlier. But however, one thing I didn't say earlier was that I didn't realize that it had, or at least I forgot that it had a beyond vertical drop. So I think on my second ride today, I was in the front and I noticed that. It's just something to say that, you know, yeah, and obviously it's better that it has a beyond vertical drop compared to a vertical drop or just a drop that's not vertical. But now I think I'm gonna get on Wonder Woman. Okay guys, I just got off of Wonder Woman, and it is a fun ride. It's pretty intense, especially when the gondola goes beyond 45 degrees. and you get a good amount of airtime. But other than that, it's not quite as intense as I was expecting. But it's a fun ride. It gives you a good view of the park. Not the best view of the park, but a pretty good view, and it's a fairly intense ride. So I think I like it. It is a good ride, but it's definitely not the best ride in the park. Okay guys, going through Park 6 for the first time, it looks pretty good. It looks like they've got a good amount of lights in here for at night on Candy Lane, and they're playing some good music and stuff. Over here it's pretty calm. Over here they have some lights and some decorations. But yeah, this is a good thing. I imagine probably in the spring, where they have grass and stuff, or in the planters, they may put some like flowers and different plants. That's what I would imagine, like what they had at the Arboretum. Not quite like that, but they'll add something, to replace it. And I think this path here came out pretty good. Of course, there'll be way more once Flash opens, but from what it looks like it'll be a good path, especially compared to the rest of the park. So if you're coming to the park to look at lights, I'd say this area around here, right by Yum Yum, the carousel, is one of the best sections, because you have all these trees over here that are like candy canes. You have like safari animals with lights on them, elephants, tigers, rhinoceroses, and then you have some like deer over here, I guess reindeer, and then you have this light show with the trees, and then you have all these trees over here by Joker, which all of the lights over here are white, then all of the lights in the middle of the park are blue, and then all of the trees with lights on the far end of the park are red. So I know there are distinct areas of the park for Holiday in the Park, but I don't think these colors on the trees have necessarily anything to do with those distinct areas. I just think that they just decided to do that, other than mixing them up with many different colored trees. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Overall, I had a good day. I'll put up on screen the ride count for the day. But overall, I had a good, fun day. Got on a few rides, not quite as many as I wanted to, but overall, I had a fun day. Yeah, not much else to say, but overall, I had a fun day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.